I'm Jenny Eldridge, Executive Director of Adoption Option Council of Minnesota. We're a small nonprofit that's been around since 1983. We work in some ways that are confidential, and some people haven't heard about our organization. So I'm pleased today to have an opportunity to talk with you. First of all, our mission is very simple. We work to open hearts to adoption. We do that by dismantling myths about adoption, by educating communities about adoption, and by supporting people who choose adoption. That last point, supporting people who choose adoption, is very important to us. Imagine being a young woman faced with an unintended pregnancy. You might be a high school student or college student or in the workforce working 2 or 3 jobs. After receiving counseling, you've chosen adoption as the best choice for you and your child. You may or may not have the support of your family and friends, and after the baby is born and settled in with his or her family, you might find yourself with emotional and financial difficulties. At this point, your social worker can reach out to Adoption Option Council of Minnesota and receive a grant to help cover housing, medical, counseling, education, and other expenses. Being able to help people at this point in their life is really one of the most powerful things that we can do. In some cases, women have shared that it's really the only sense of affirmation they've received after doing something incredibly brave. We have a speakers panel that goes and talks with the high schools across the metro area. The speakers panel is made up of people with all different sorts of adoption experiences, and they meet with about 1,000 high school students each year and answer their very real questions about adoption, and in doing so, really open their eyes to what adoption is all about. Our organization also has an amazing new project called Minnesota Loves Adoption. This is a scrapbook full of adoption stories told from all perspectives. Some are very joyful and some are painful. They're all very real, and they show what adoption really looks and feels like these days. We've delivered hard copy versions of Minnesota Loves Adoption scrapbook to pregnancy resource centers across the state. Our hope is that when women are faced with an unintended pregnancy, they can come to the centers and read this book and get an accurate picture of what adoption would look like for them and for their child. As I mentioned at the beginning, we're a small nonprofit, but we do big work. We do this because we have a group of dedicated volunteers, an effective board of directors, and we have several professionals in the community who step in and help us by providing pro bono services. We were able to take a $10,000 gift recently and turn it into a $20,600 marketing campaign with the help of pro bono services. We doubled the impact of that $10,000 gift. Most of our gifts, however, come from individuals and families. We have a group of about 150 sponsors, and some have given for each of the last 29 years. We're so grateful for the support of our sponsors. We invite you to learn more about our organization by visiting our website. After learning more and asking some questions, we hope that you'll join us as sponsors today. Thank you for taking time to learn about Adoption Option Council of Minnesota.